And sometimes, Mrs. Poyntz, a good mother can say the right word to a faithless child. Who knows even now what the good Lord prepares for his people?
In comes Judas. This is the origin of so-called Judas, Henry Phillips. He has nothing to do with so-called Jesus and everything to do with a famous medieval Protestant Reformation story. It is fascinating. Welcome to Black History Decoded, where I give insight into Black or African history that has been misrepresented over the centuries.
You are Henry Phillips, thief, liar, a villain, and a reproach to your father.
Judas in the Jesus story makes no sense whatsoever. Jesus was not hiding out. Most people in the area knew what he looked like and knew where he was, so there is no point in paying somebody to point him out.
Why do you think does William Tyndale yet live and work and infect this happy island with his poison?
Because he is crafty and conceals himself well.
So then, his capture requires a man of equal craftiness.
Yes, Your Grace.
Such a man are you. You will find him, arrest him, and bring him to me.
Long story short, William Tyndale was a fugitive because he was trying to translate the Bible into another language, English, which was unacceptable. They needed somebody to bring him out of hiding and expose him to the authorities. In comes Judas, aka Henry Phillips. Phillips befriends William Tyndale and then he betrays him.
I should like to come with you to witness your preaching and ministrations.
Then come. There is always work.
And you, Thomas, will you also join us?
Tomorrow I must sail for London. My business will take me some time.
Then it is but you and I, William. We shall be about God's work in the morning, and then we shall dine, and at my expense.
Well, if that is your wish.
It is. Indeed it is.
You hear that? Judas, Henry Phillips, sets him up. His friend is not coming, so it makes it all the more easier to trap him. Now watch carefully and judge for yourself.
But perhaps you'll lend me the money I've lost.
Yeah. Harry.
Fascinating, right? He gives the person that's going to betray him money. Now, I'm sure it's not 30 pieces of silver, but maybe it was. Or maybe that's equivalent to 30 pieces of silver.
I'm doubly indebted to you, William.
Run! Harry! Run! Save yourself!
Yes. This is the man. Take him away.
This was a famous story back then. In 1611, King James' 50 scholars took various famous stories from history and they told a different narrative as to make it seem their information was original. Henry Phillips' betrayal of William Tyndale was one of them. Now you know who Judas really was in history and how they manipulated the story and put it into the Jesus Christ narrative. Like, share, subscribe, and make a comment. Thanks.